Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Intellectual Saviors of Wrestling. We are your hosts, the Master of the Brain Damage,
Martin.
and the one and only Sam H. And this is the Smackdown review from the 23rd of June. So, what have we got to get it started?
Well, like Raw, we had a opening segment with Dean coming out.
Good man.
And opening up the show. A little bit of celebrating. Shall we? No, scrap that. Seth Rollins that opened the show.
Yeah, that's
Apologies, yeah. Seth Rollins opened up the show. Talking about Battleground and how he's going to reclaim his throne.
Yeah.
And then he issued out an open challenge to anyone out there who wanted to fight him.
And this is the funny thing, I did not know. I'd only seen SmackDown today, so I didn't know who was coming out. But I said, wouldn't it be amazing if it was Sami Zayn? And you can back me up on this, you heard it.
Yeah, I did. And lo and behold, that famous Scar music hit the sound system and Sami Zayn came out.
Oh, one of my favourite wrestlers at the moment.
Yeah, basically saying that as hard as he's trying to put Kevin Owens in the background and he wants to concentrate on new challenges. And he thought, why not start with Seth?
Yeah, I mean, you go for the best.
And then our premature start, then
yes,
Dean Ambrose came out.
And we had an impromptu Ambrose asylum.
Yeah, they started talking. The next thing we know, a couple of guys are bringing out the cactus and the Ambrose Asylum sign.
And his sign, which is written in pen.
Yeah, and then he informed us that it's now a special championship edition.
Oh yeah, can't forget that.
And he drew a little title on the boards of the Ambrose Asylum. Yeah, and quickly got established that Sami would be fighting Seth. Seth said the main event, and then I can't remember if it was Sami or Dean, but they said, well, why wait for the main event? Why not do it right now?
Sami Zayn wanted to do it then and there, but Seth went, no, main event.
Yeah.
And he stormed out the ring in a huff.
Yeah, an angry Seth Rollins leaving.
And just the remark from Ambrose saying he's got a poor attitude and he doesn't want him as a guest on the show.
Yeah. We probably will not see Seth on the Ambrose Asylum again.
Oh, which is unfortunate because I like the dynamic between those two. Dean is the crazy one and Seth is just the straight talking. I don't care.
Yeah. Right. Then we had our first match of the night, which was Cesaro versus Del Rio.
It was different. It's not one we've seen over the last couple of weeks.
Still the participants from Money in the Bank.
Yes.
But, different. At least. It was a good solid match to start the show off. But I don't think to too many people's surprise, Cesaro picked up the victory with a rather nicely worked reversal into the neutralizer.
Yeah, I mean, I quite like the ending of this match. Del Rio went for his cross arm breaker, and Cesaro rolled through it straight into the neutralizer.
Yeah, definitely a new way of pulling off his finisher.
So I was quite happy that Cesaro won. He's got the momentum. Del Rio, you'd think, didn't really need the win all that much. I mean, he's not going to be doing anything for the foreseeable future.
No.
Can't see him being in any more title matches.
No, I can't even see a US title match, to be honest.
It would be interesting. I mean, former League of Nations members. But essentially, you'd have heel v heel, and Vince doesn't like heel v heel.
Gotta be face against heel.
He's stuck in his old ways. You'll get.
Yeah, we're moving on to the next match. We had a rematch from Money in the Bank. We had Apollo Crews versus Sheamus.
Yeah, actually, this was a rather good match at the pay-per-view, but this one was rather shorter.
Yeah, just a tad, and it quickly escalated to the outside of the ring, and then Sheamus attacked Apollo with the stairs, and I believe he'd done a move sort of onto the stairs, and Apollo went down in pain, and then Sheamus was quite happy just to pick up the count-out victory.
Yeah, see, I don't like how they're saying, oh, this series is tied at 1-1. Sheamus didn't legitimately pin him. He didn't make him tap out. He didn't pin him. Count-out victories are, well, in my opinion, not really worth all that much.
No, they're not. So,
It hasn't really solved anything.
No.
But,
yeah.
on to the next one.
Yeah, we'll quickly move on to that one. And then next, in true Smackdown tradition, we had a tag team match.
Yeah.
We had the Vaudevillains, who didn't get an entrance.
No, they got the jobbers entrance, let's say.
They were fighting the New Day. The usual combination of Kofi Kingston and Big E.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, this was a good, solid match. New Day are always getting the crowd involved in their matches. Unsurprisingly, the New Day picked up the victory.
Yeah, it's been a week to forget for the Vaudevillains. 3 losses in a week. So how they bounce back from this one is going to be a tough one. I mean, you can't see them being in the tag team title picture for the foreseeable future. They're going to be put on the back burner a little bit now.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see what they do next.
Yeah. And then you may proceed to shoot us now.
Oh, I can't believe I forgot this.
No, very shocking. We had the big return of the Wyatt family on Raw, which we stupidly forgot to mention in the review.
Yeah, I'm partly responsible for that. Bray Wyatt is my birthday buddy. I should have at least given him a shout out.
Yeah, and long story short, on Raw they got interrupted during a promo by the New Day. We had a great big Brother Bray, don't you dare be sour.
Brother Bray.
So yeah, and then Bray sort of basically said to him, how dare you interrupt me on my return and that, and doing a whole New Day falls. That's apparently the future of the New Day as far as the Wyatts are concerned. So after their victory against the Vaudevillains, we had another promo from the Wyatt family.
Yeah, this was... I mean, it might just be me, but I love Bray Wyatt's promos. I think he's just brilliant on the microphone.
He's certainly got a talent for speaking on the mic and just being able to go with it and get these amazing promos out.
I mean, Bray Wyatt is one of those rare people that he isn't scripted. I mean, he makes up the promos himself. One of the rare people who has the freedom to do that.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to the stage now where when we have the rare moment of The Rock return, and they even try scripting him at times.
Yeah, good.
No.
But, I mean, one thing, I noticed that the Wyatt family's now back down to 3. There's someone missing.
Yeah, well, I believe Luke Harper's still out with an injury. I believe they're looking at mid-September to mid-October for him making his return after a nasty injury he suffered a few months back. And, unfortunately, there is talk of Luke not joining back with his brothers in the Wyatt family when he returns.
Yeah, see, that's going to be kind of awkward, because if anyone remembers, a couple of years ago, they split up the Wyatt family, had them all go their separate ways.
Yeah, that lasted long.
And it didn't work, really. I mean, they had Rowan try going face, which was very awkward.
Yeah. Try not to sound too nasty, but he doesn't have the face of a likable guy.
No. And they had Harper go heel, and he had a very forgettable Intercontinental title run,
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he won the title.
which was just kind of given to him by the Authority
Yeah.
for no reason whatsoever.
Yes.
And then they were single for a couple of months until they realised, hold on a sec, it's just not working.
No. So it's looking possible that maybe at Battleground we'll have the New Day versus the Wyatts. Whether it'll be the titles on the line, I don't know.
Well, yeah, you would see the titles being on the line, maybe 2-on-2, maybe 3-on-3. I don't know.
Maybe they'll play the Freebirds rule with the Wyatt family as well.
Would be interesting. I think it's been done before.
Yeah. So that was that one. And then the next match was weird, shall I say. Well, it got set up backstage. You had a segment with the club, and they were talking amongst one another, notably saying about how much they enjoy beating on Cena.
Oh, I envy them.
And then, strangely, the Usos appeared.
Yeah.
And sort of played on the whole, we've had a lot of battles with you recently, but we haven't had singles battles with you. And Jimmy Uso was saying he wants a piece of AJ Styles.
Yeah, Jimmy Uso, the most feared object of pain in the WWE. If you've ever paid 2K16, JBL actually comes out with that. No joke. He says Jimmy Uso is the most feared object of pain in the WWE. So,
yeah, and then I think in a matter of seconds it went from I'll fight you, I'll beat you, and then the next minute we went to ringside and we had Byron going, oh, it's just been confirmed this match is happening.
Yeah, who confirms these things? I mean, and that quickly.
Yeah.
It was like backstage segment, out come the Usos.
Yeah.
It's like some random guy ran up to them during the back and went, it's on, go out, you're ready. Oh man, I hope for a Smackdown GM.
Yeah, Jay Uso came out with his brother, and then AJ came out on his own.
Yeah.
Which was slightly surprising. Although Jay did have a constant eye on the Titantron for the whole match. This was a fairly decent match. I mean, Jimmy's got slightly similar style wrestling to AJ. More of a high flyer. But, yeah, it was a decent match. But unfortunately, in the end, for Jimmy, the club came out, attacked his brother Jay, therefore distracting Jimmy, and then AJ capitalised on that and picked up the victory.
Yeah, yes he did. So AJ building some momentum to his potential rematch with John Cena.
Yeah, I think that's more than likely where they're going to be going with this.
Now, on to another match. There was a women's match on SmackDown, I believe.
Yes.
With Dana Brooke and Becky Lynch.
Yes, there was. Yeah. Admittedly, we didn't time this, but I think it lasted a grand total of 2 minutes.
No, it's funny. We were watching it, and I said, if it goes longer than 5, I would be impressed. And then what? The next minute, it was over.
Yeah. It was Becky Lynch on the bad end.
Yeah.
Dana Brooke picking up the victory. And then Charlotte then entered the ring, started beating on Becky. Then, to our shock / enthusiase us, if that's such a word. Sasha came out and wanted to break up this whole shenanigans going on between Charlotte and Dana.
Always good to see the boss coming back. Hopefully they have some more ring work for her in the coming weeks.
Yeah, Charlotte initially squared up to her, but then very quickly exited the ring. Dana tried to get the sneak attack, but it didn't work, and Dana ended up getting sucker punched by Sasha. And then they exited the ring. Charlotte doing her usual thing of boasting she's still the champion.
Yes, we know.
And that was about it.
Yeah, so this is hopefully going to be setting up a title match between the two over the next, maybe Battleground, maybe SummerSlam.
We can but hope.
We'll see.
Hopefully with Battleground we'll have all the titles on the line.
Oh, you mean if The Miz comes back from his extended vacation?
Yeah, well, I haven't got exact dates, but I know he's due back soon, in the next week or so. I mean, I think in total he was needed for 20 days of shooting for the Marine 5.
Well, I still say they should have taken the title off him.
Yeah, well, they've done it in the past. But yeah.
How you could have a champion be anonymous?
Ugh. Yeah. Right, let's move on to the main event.
Oh, I was really looking forward to this one. Sami Zayn, the bearded maestro.
Against the architect.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins.
Now, it's funny, these two squaring up is more of a dream match to me than AJ and Cena, which I had no interest in.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's got instant classic written all over it. These two very, very well groomed in the ring. I feel Seth's got more of a aggressive style to his wrestling, but again, they have got quite a few similarities wrestling style wise.
Yeah, they both can be technical, they both can be high flyers. It's a very even match, but like you say, Seth has the more aggressive side and probably more of the experience.
Yeah.
But no, this didn't disappoint. I would have liked it to have gone a bit longer, but well, Smackdown is time restricted.
Yeah, obviously you've got the 2 hours rather than the 3-hour slot on Raw. But then I think that's why some people prefer Smackdown, because you've got less time but more time to fit in wrestling side of things rather than segments.
I mean, I feel they could have maybe just not done the women's thing and given the time to Rollins and Zayn.
Yeah. But in the end, as much as Sami tried, Seth ended up picking up the victory.
Yeah, it's to be expected. I mean, if you got Seth going for the main title,
he's got to be coming over as the stronger guy out of the two, as much as Sami is quickly becoming a fan favourite.
Quickly? My God. How many times do you hear the Olay chant with him going on?
Just a few.
One of my favourite wrestlers at the moment. But hopefully this one gets picked up in the future when Sami Zayn's a main eventer.
Yeah, maybe give it a couple of years, and I think he'll definitely be up there.
In 25 to 30 minutes, they could pull off a good main event.
Yeah, I think given a couple of years, the main roster will be quite well equipped for main eventers.
Yes.
By then, hopefully, you should have the likes of Cesaro and Kevin Owens up there, and who knows, maybe we'll have a couple of the guys from the NXT up there as well.
Maybe.
I mean, you've got the impending, very strongly rumoured appearance of Finn Balor coming up to the main roster in the coming months.
There's been a spanner thrown in the works to that one, because now Finn Balor is going to be wrestling on the next NXT takeover in Brooklyn.
Yeah, in August?
In August.
Yeah.
I think it's the weekend before SummerSlam.
Yeah. I can't help but think, though, very similar to how Sami Zayn exited NXT.
Very similar.
His final match was also against Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh, isn't that irony?
Yeah, and then I suppose we'll wait and see what happens, but I can't help but feel at some point in the next year Samoa Joe will be called up as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's a decent heel, which God knows they're crying out for at the moment.
Yeah, and you'd like to think, as much as I'm enjoying him on NXT, Shinsuke Nakamura has got to come up at some point as well.
Yeah, I think they might give him another 6 months in NXT, maybe longer, just until he gets used to the WWE style.
Yeah. Right. Try not to go too much off the subject, but yeah, I think that's your wrap up for SmackDown this week.
Yeah, that covers it. The ending was Seth coming out on top. I do believe he got a bit of a cheap shot on Ambrose at the end.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he started arguing with him because Dean was at ringside commentating. And then he went to walk away from him, and then he got a quick sucker punch in.
Our final moments were Seth running up the ramp and Ambrose in the ring saying, "Right, I'm the champ. You got to come for it."
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens on the next Raw. So that about wraps it up. From your hosts, the Master of the Brain Damage,
I've been Martin.
and the one and only Sam H. We will see you on the next one. Peace out.